They gonna do that. They gonna. It's gonna be like 40
Oh,
seconds,
yo,
and that's
I
it.
meant to bring up this topic, and I feel like after this, you can wrap it, but up to you. How you feel about Brockhampton now? I was watching this interview, not interview, this analysis, and I fully agreed with it. For the fans that don't know who Brockhampton is, I'm pretty sure everybody pretty knows about Brockhampton. Sugar was their biggest song, correct? We can all agree
Yeah.
Sugar was their biggest song.
They did the Saturation series.
Yeah, like
they're a boy band.
damn, don't sound so excited. The best boy band, the fuck? Like
My bad.
yeah, like I just feel like the dude that was talking about it, which I agreed on, he was just like the energy from Brockhampton has changed drastically from the Saturation project. Like, and I think you can agree or disagree that he was saying like the Saturation 1, 2, and 3 were like probably the best like trio of a mixtape. And I agree. I don't think I've heard a better like bodies of work of a mixtape that's put together, you know? And so he was just saying post that, shit just hasn't been the same. Like energy wise, everything wise, like just hasn't been the same. How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah. No, I agree.
I agree.
I
I
agree.
just feel like
'Cause
my Go ahead.
after Saturation, what was after Saturation? Iridescence. That was the album right after Saturation, right?
I think so. I don't want to tell you wrong. Okay, tell us, Levi.
Yeah, I think it was Iridescence, but not. There was no project after that that even to this day that I listen to like fully all the way through.
I agree.
Like I've heard like all the songs
It was
by
Iridescence,
now,
by the way.
but like yeah, I never listened to it all the way through. It just didn't. They wasn't keeping me. It didn't hit the same. It wasn't the same thing.
I just think life hit them too fast. And what I mean by that is that like I feel like they tell what they go through their music. And I feel like it hit like everything they were going through just wasn't translating to all fans, you know? And the last project Runner, which I think had a lot of highlights in it, but it just doesn't stick with me because it's like it's such a gray line. Like music is supposed to be a venting, a way you relate to people and stuff like that. But to me, their stories, I guess, were so direct and not abstract enough to me to like I tell people all the time, I don't think Frank is deep. I think Frank just paints a vague picture of his life and you choose the pieces that you want to relate to. You feel me? I don't think he's saying nothing crazy, but it's the fact that you're not given the picture. You're more so like figuring it out, And I
mean,
feel like
yeah, he makes music where anyone can kind of like put themselves in that spot.
Yeah.
For that lyric, like, damn, this shit. I felt like this at one point in time.
yeah, and I feel like Brockhampton
Did that same kind of
did
thing.
that, and then now they're like, whatever they're going through is directly being shown on that project, and like,
Yeah, and
I don't know.
I think it was. I think because Amir was
After
he was he on Iridescence?
no, it
No, he
was
wasn't.
after Saturation.
Okay, so Saturation ended, and that's when Amir left. Okay, so, and I definitely think that's what shook the whole thing for them. Like, I'm not saying like him leaving like messed them up as far as like the actual like music, like they really need him on these songs, but I feel like it changed the approach, changed the
dynamics
mental,
of
and
the
probably like you said they got more direct. I feel like that's why. That's what I feel like. I feel like it
Yeah.
changed them from the inside, and now they're making different music that's
Yeah.
not hitting the same kind of way. Even though they did have their biggest song after that, which is
But
crazy.
the thing is,
but still.
I would have loved. They had this one beat, and I used to play it for Keegan all the time. They had this one beat where they sampled Frank, bro. It was like a pop song. That shit was so fucking tough. And Kevin even came out and said like, yeah, like, in Runner wasn't even supposed to be a thing. They had like a full pop song that was like, full pop album that matched Sugar, which I think we all like. Like people say all the time. Like anytime I hear like a Brockhampton review, everybody wants the singing, the emotional, the rawness. But it's like,
I feel like niggas would take a whole album full of sugars.
yeah, no, that's what he said. That's
Literally.
exactly what Kevin said. We had an album full of songs like Sugar, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro, yeah, Rental,
Yeah.
like all those shits.
Rental is an amazing song,
Like-
top to bottom, bro. Like,
Face
Face
too,
is good too.
yeah.
Yeah, Face is
like
real good.
they're good at that, and I'm just sad to see them go down like this, and it's
because
not
their next
bad.
project is their last album too.
Yeah, it's not bad because their life is their life. I'm sad to see them go out like this because like I just feel like they're so young with so much more.
But at the
You
same
know,
time,
like-
maybe this will open up the door for them to be able to.
Oh really?
That's their top song, really. That's then what?
Wait, is that Spotify like list or like in general? Like,
You want to do Spotify?
what are you looking at
Well,
right now?
Looking at
Is that Billboard?
Oh
Wow. So
wow.
Bleach, then what?
Boogie and then Sugar.
Then Boogie?
Yeah. I think
Boogie?
because
What?
Boogie was more like
Wow.
I was just about to say that. I think when we be saying these, and I'm glad that Levi's part of the team now. We say this because we know this what songs sound better and what we hear better. But I do agree that Boogie was on TikTok a lot, by the way, and the beat was more like jumpy and uppity. So yeah, so
Damn.
it was used more.
Oh
Probably.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
Damn.
And they used it on the Grinch, like the movie. It was in the movie.
Oh,
Yeah, see, even
okay.
that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I
Damn.
think it was on a commercial or two.
Yeah.
Damn. So Sugar is 3. I guess, and that's why I ain't drop a whole album worth of Sugar. They need
But I just
drop
wanted
a
to
whole
bring,
album worth of
I just
Boogies,
wanted to
I
bring
guess.
that topic up because I just feel like that's kind of what we've been talking about the whole time, like where an artist starts to where they kind of end and like what's going on with
I mean,
their
it's
life.
the same thing with J. Cole.
Exactly.
And, you know, I think it's that same kind of like life shit with him. Like, he had a kid and all that kind of stuff. Probably gonna be the same thing when we hear this next Kendrick album because
Yeah,
doesn't he have a kid now
Yeah,
too?
he has a whole family, bro.
Yeah, he has a whole family.
That's why I don't even want to hear it.
Like, see, I still do want to hear it because like,
No
I just,
disrespect.
I
It just-
don't. I think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be Damn. So, I'm not sure.
The
I'm
reason
not
why I'm
sure.
saying stuff like this, and I really mean no disrespect to any artist we bring up on here, I'm talking out of personal experience. I like to grow with my artists. And when I say my artists, as in being a fan of them. Like that's why I like Brockhampton. The saturation, you were watching them grow. You were growing with them. You were aging with them essentially. Now you're taking such big gaps between albums, which hasn't really been that big. I think it's like a year or so, but it's so drastic in the sound. You know what I mean? So it's like, whoa, like, yeah, like what happened? Like what's going on? And I feel like with Kendrick, he's a great storyteller, so he could probably catch me up to speed. But like I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like I don't know where
But I also
where we last left off at. It's like I don't know where
I
are we?
mean, I feel like that's part of Kendrick's formula in general. Like, if you think about the time between his albums, it's not like he drops album year and then next year there's another
But
album.
he's always on feature. He's always around. You can kind of tell like where his mental is at. Let me say that. You kind of tell even with the settle bars, settle this. Like
Yeah.
I feel like you can tell his approach. Dan was I would say a little bit more. Not so much. I wouldn't say I would have seen that whole album coming, but I did get the gist that we weren't about to get up to Pimp the Butterfly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We weren't gonna get
Yeah,
that.
off those singles. Yeah.
Yeah.